so much for joining us. The migrant crisis, transportation, taxes and spending. There's absolutely no shortage of important issues brewing on Beacon Hill right now, and that makes this a great moment to talk with the president of the Massachusetts Senate, Ashland Senator Karen Spilka. Senator, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
It's always great to have you here. We enjoy your visits. Before we get into the Beacon Hill stuff, we're taping here on a Thursday morning. The previous evening, or early this morning, I should say, several Boston police officers were hurt as they removed an illegal encampment set up by anti-Israel protesters on a public street that's part of the Emerson College campus downtown. Similar scenes are being played out on campuses across the country, including your alma mater, Cornell. As a prominent member of the Jewish community, what goes through your mind when you see scenes like this?
Well, I firmly believe in freedom of speech and peaceful protests. I believe people have the right and should be allowed to do that. But, you know, like anything else, people should be obeying the laws. And if they're infringing on ingress and egress and other things, and we're told, as I understand it, of what the rules were, you know, I believe that people need to be peaceful and be heard that way. I support the peaceful protests.
What about the political fallout from it? I mean, just now, there are some voices agitating for Beacon Hill leaders and federal delegation leaders to be more outspoken about all this. Do you have any concerns about that?
I don't know exactly what the concerns are, but again, I am a firm believer of peaceful protesting, and that's the way that it should go.
All right.
You know, and the police are trained in crowd control. I'm not an expert in that, certainly.
Well, let's talk about taxes. Governor Healey's Municipal Empowerment Act is moving through the committee process. That would allow cities and towns to raise a range of local option taxes, including the ever-popular motor vehicle excise tax. Meanwhile, the city of Boston wants Beacon Hill's okay to slap a new tax on certain real estate transactions, lift the cap on commercial real estate taxation. You've been an advocate for more state spending. What about the taxation side of the equation? In your view, how much is too much?
Of taxation or spending?
Well, both, but let's talk taxes
here.
Well,
I believe, first of all, that now is not the time to take our foot off the pedal in economic development and housing and lowering the cost of college and other things. If we want to continue being a leader with our innovation economy and growing and being a strong economy here in Massachusetts, I believe that we need to keep investing in our strengths, which are our people, our residents. Definitely, that is one of our biggest strengths here in Massachusetts, our education system and our innovation economy.
Okay. That's the spending side. What about taxation? I mean, it has to be in balance, correct?
Right. And we did do a major tax relief bill, the largest in over a generation last year, that gave back over $1 billion. We did a lot for housing with the senior circuit breaker, the rental deduction. The Senate led on housing tax credits for more affordable housing and market rate housing across the state. That alone will create tens of thousands of units across the state. Mm-hmm. So and there's so many more. The estate tax and capital gains, short-term capital gains, if you remember, and other things that, again, like anything else, it's a balance that we need to try to keep investing in our people. And the Senate, sort of the umbrella guidance is to make Massachusetts more affordable, competitive, and equitable. And
Madam President, last week, legislative leaders unveiled a new plan, or a revised plan, for how to deal with the migrant situation. It limits how long homeless and migrant families can stay in these emergency shelters. It allocates hundreds of millions of dollars more for that program. You're in accord with this, right? You think this is the way to go?
Yes, the Senate passed its version, the House passed their version. There were a lot of similarities. The Senate believes that we need to treat our homeless residents as well as our legal immigrants with dignity and respect. We don't want children and pregnant mothers sleeping on Boston Park benches.
Right.
And this would, again, like anything else, it's a balance. For 9 months, over half of the people who are benefiting from this program are long-term Massachusetts residents, and this would enable the residents and the legal immigrants to be able to stay in shelter for 9 months.
Well, we're spending hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that we didn't anticipate spending. Is there an end in sight to this?
Well, the plan that we did sort of provides a glide path for us to wind down the spending, and we have been really pushing the Biden administration hard to give us some funding. This is a federal problem. It's Congress's lack of immigration reform. This is going on for years and decades, but it's unfair for us to have to deal with it. So we've been pushing the Biden administration really hard, and there may be some sunlight in the near future in terms of some funding.
Well, that would be helpful.
That would be wonderful.
But in the meantime, Congress isn't going to do anything in an election year, I think.
For the immigration reform, right.
On broader immigration reform. And is there any sign of improvements in the conditions in these countries that the migrants are fleeing?
I think that some of them though are in really tough shape. I mean, I see on the news, I'm sure you do, and your listeners as well see, and that is why so many are fleeing. The United States can do just so much with assistance with these countries. My grandfather fled Poland in 1906. He woke up one morning, his best friend was hanging from the town square, and his father turned to him and said, "You're next. So we need to get you out." And that reminds me of some of the stories that we hear from some of these immigrants coming to our borders now.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. I want to spend our final moments here talking a little bit about transportation. And the State Secretary of Transportation, Monica Tibbetts-Nutt, stirred up a lot of controversy with blunt remarks about wanting new tolls at the border, new taxes on ride shares, new payroll taxes, apropos of our previous conversation, and also expressing her contempt for pickup truck drivers. I saw you quoted the other day saying you're open to the idea of new tolls. Where and when, and what about these other taxes? Is this a productive road she's going down?
Well, I don't know about what specifically she said, but I am open to an honest discussion. If the residents, and I believe they do, want a 21st century transportation infrastructure, which we all acknowledge we do not have now. Look at the T, our commuter train has problems. Our RTAs need more assistance. We need to expand them.
That's regional transit.
Regional transit authorities. Our roads, our bridges, all need help. If we want a 21st century infrastructure, transportation infrastructure, we need to have an honest and open discussion as to how we build it and how we pay for it.
Yeah. Our time is up, but one of my takeaways from this conversation is my taxes are going to be going up.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not looking at that right now. It's not on my radar right now. But certainly, I think that if we want better things for Massachusetts, and I respect the Secretary for being honest, it may not have been the best politic in terms of the way that she said it, but she's new at this as well. So I agree that we need an open and honest and transparent discussion.
You don't drive a pickup truck, do you?
No.
Oh, okay. So you weren't offended. Okay. Madam President, thank you.
Thank you.
You're
so
always
much.
welcome here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And